depending on where you're watching me from. Thank you for joining me today. So today I wanted to bring an update on something I saw on social media, and I'm making reference to Korra Obidi with her recent overseas trips. If you see my thumbnail, you see I said I put in a picture of an influencer there, and as well as Korra Obidi's picture, and I saved Korra Obidi God saved you. I read today on social media about a young girl of 23, a social media influencer who shared her location. Actually, she shared food from the restaurant she went to have lunch, and people that have been looking for ways to get her um, found traced her to the location, and they took her out. If you know, you know what I'm talking about. So come on in, let's discuss this. And if you're coming in for the first time here, I talk about real life issues. I talk about family, girl, child, and also reaction on trending stories and all of that. So in today's case analysis, I'm making reference to Korra Obidi because of what happened in her recent travel to England. She went to England, and we all saw what happened. And secondly, she went to Mexico, where she said her phone was snatched while she was dancing on the street. And I recall watching her video after the attack and how she was taking it. And I said on my live stream, one of the live stream I had before, that the worst thing that could happen to anyone, especially when you know the world is cray cray, okay, is for you to share your location wherever you are. That's the worst thing you can do for it to yourself. And some people will say, why not share your location? After all, you're going live. Yes, you're going live, but you don't need to share the location of where you are. You don't even need to show the streets where you reside or where your hotel is. A lot of people online are, when I mean cray cray, they are really cray cray, if you understand what I'm saying. When we saw what happened to Korra, the first question you're going to ask, how did the attacker, the London attacker, know that Korra lodged in that hotel? How did they trace Korra to know when she'll be coming out from the hotel? Remember, Korra was live. And how did they trace her? She must have walked down on that street. She must have shown a number or maybe a landmark on that street. That was what gave the attacker the opportunity of knowing where she stayed and when she was coming out. Because when she was coming out, remember, she was on live. So, okay, guys, I'm done dressing up. Let's walk down now. Let's go get some coffee. And boom, that happened to her. I've said it several times on my channel here. Do not share your location where you are. When I mean Korra, God saved you, I mean every bit of it. What if it was the other way? She would have been referred as in the past. What if? Look at the young girl of 23. The lady is a social media influencer. She was a former Miss Ecuador contestant, and she was at a restaurant. She ordered food. She took pictures of the food, posted on her social media handle. 20 minutes after, she was no more. They traced her to the restaurant to tell you that it was an intentional act. They traced her. Give me 1 second, guys. Sorry about that. So they traced her. After 20 minutes, she posted on social media. They traced her to the restaurant To tell you it was an intentional act, it wasn't any accident. They came there just for her. Because the moment they came there, the first person, tried to also, shoot the other guy that was standing with her. But it was obvious the attack was on her. That first person gave her at least two shots. And the second person, the second attacker gave her shot as well before they left. Now, two people came. What is the backstory? The backstory is that the influencer was dating a married guy that was linked to DRUG group and all of that. But even at that, how did they get to know where she was? The bottom line remains that they got there because they saw the food she posted. Apparently, there is a logo on the tray that was used to serve the food. So the locals around there would definitely know the restaurant. I've said this thing many times. If you're a public person, and if you think people are even after you, don't even come close to showing where you're eating, where you're dancing, the street where you live, and all of that. Don't. It's going to be bad on you when the real cray people are out there to put you down. When the one that happened to Korra happened, a lot of people came to social media, including Korra Obidi's ex-husband, saying it was all staged and all of that. I wonder what Mr. Korra Obidi, aka Justin, will be saying on what happened to this young girl. This young lady, 23, she was taken out by those that feel they don't like her. They don't want her alive. There is a reason they came, they targeted her, they gave her over 3 shots, and then that was it. That was how this girl's life was over. Think about it. For people thinking that, yeah, there is no people do all. No. Take people serious when they are making certain complaints and leave the authorities to do their job. I've said that several times about Korra's attack when they were claiming it was all staged, including Mr. Korra Obidi, aka Justin. He claimed it was all staged. What if Korra was not able to fight off that person? What if that person overpowered her and then Korra would have been, history? Let's think about it so deeply. If you were online today, I believe you must have seen that video making round about this young 23 Ecuadorian former contestant, beauty contestant. She had finished eating. She was just exchanging pleasantries and maybe on her way to leave. The next thing, 2 guys came into the restaurant. They targeted her. It took them less than 20 minutes to get to where she was. Because it was after 20 minutes of posting on her social media handle, they were able to locate her. When we say these things, they say everybody can be you, everybody can be security conscious. This is the time for you to start learning how to be security conscious. And I want to believe if Korra saw that news today, which I believe she saw the story, it will be a reminder for her to be more conscious about where she goes and how she carries her camera around. For her to be more conscious. A lot of people are out there looking for ways to get her, looking for ways to, to stop her from leaving if possible. So it's left for Korra to take this security thing very seriously. When I mean seriously, 110% very serious. She needs to. Look at the story that happened today. This lady went to eat. She, took a picture of her food when the food came, which most people do. When you go to a fancy restaurant, you want to show the food and all of that with your fans and followers. And then some of those people following you are not only your fans, there are also enemies there following you on social media. For anybody thinking that all of the people following me are my fans, no. Don't think like that. Not all of them are your fans. Some are your enemies. They are using the opportunity to monitor your movement, know what you're doing, know where you're going, and planning on how to get you out. For anyone that had thought or even said that Korra staged her London attack, let them read today's story of this young lady, 23 years of age. I guess her parents are now, in a very bad state, crying, weeping, whatever you can think of it after a loss. How did they locate her? She shared the food from the restaurant on social media. They were able to know the restaurant that serves such food. They were able to recognize the logo on the tray that was used to serve her food. And they got there and they took her out of this world. How did the London attack that attacked Korra? How did the person locate Korra? Korra must have shown her street, dance on the street. She must have made the street video and things like that. And then she was still live, following her fans, updating them about her London trip. The next thing she was trying to do to go buy coffee, and the person was still among the fans watching her. So for anybody thinking everybody clicking at no, be very conscious of your environment. I can't say it less. Be very conscious of your environment, extremely conscious. Most especially when a lot of people have put in negative narratives about you online, very hurtful things about you online, all manner of hate going on around you. That's the more reason why you should be very conscious about where you go, what you show, and showing your location, or even videoing the hotel, the premises of the hotel, the environment is a complete no. Nobody should do that. I'm gonna go back to Korra. Korra Obidi is lost like every other person being on social media. If not that her ex-husband brought her out in a very negative way, she wouldn't have gotten this much hatred going on with her. The narratives were so bad that people, instead of people seeing her for who she is, a lot of people took to the opposite and castigated her, and then followed suit, telling people what to do, how to report her trip to England. They started by calling immigration on her. Even before she entered England, she was scrutinized. As if that was not enough, they traced her to her hotel and they attacked her, assuming she was not strong enough to ward off this person. What could have happened? Let me know what you're thinking right now. Sorry, guys. So when I read that story of that young social media influencer today, my thoughts straight went to Korra. Just like that, you went to eat and you never came out of that restaurant alive. When people complain about the kind of hate that some people are out there spewing on their fellow humans, you think people are joking. People are not joking. And for those saying, yeah, it's all staged, is this particular one that happened today at Ecuador, is it also staged? Are they also doing prank? Are they also playing on social media? People should be careful. I read that story, I said, you know what? God loves Korra and God saved her. It could have been the other way. Assuming she was not strong enough to fight off this person. It could have been the other way. Remember, there was a weapon. There was a weapon. That person came prepared to attack Korra. And people shouldn't take such things, they shouldn't take them lightly. And for the likes of those making comments saying it was all staged, like her ex-husband, aka Mr. Korra Obidi, aka Justin, saying it was all staged, and then pushing that narrative out there for people to believe it, they should be careful. They should be careful. And it didn't stop there. A lot of people also went on to say that they should tell British police this, British police that. People should be very careful. A few days ago, I was on a live stream, and the person was saying that Somebody was looking for Korra Obidi's children's school on Facebook, on social media. Who knows Korra Obidi's children's school? What is that person looking for the children's school for? Why are you putting that question, that information on social media? Are you setting those children up for grabs by the evil people? What is the aim of that person asking for their school? And the question behind it was because their mother gave them muffin. So the mother gave them muffin, the muffin that the children made with their mother. They all made the muffin together like a family, laughing, playing, and all of that, being part of the muffin making. So their mother giving them muffin to go to school with became a problem for someone to come out on social media asking for the location of the school. This is the kind of thing that will set the cray people, when I mean crazy people, out there to go and start digging. And then once they find those information, boom, on Facebook, boom, on social media, this is the school address. Then you don't know what you're putting those children into, the kind of danger you're setting out for them. I got a comment in my comment section when I said I don't know how somebody got Korra Obidi's address to the point of sending her a gift, nonsense gift to her address. Somebody wrote a comment for me, said that Korra shared her address on social media. I didn't know what to reply to the person because I didn't watch the video to see where it was posted, where Korra shared her address. But for what is what, if Korra actually shared her address, I will blame her for doing that. But because that information is not verified, I don't have any credible information on that. That's why I didn't want to talk more on that. People should be careful. A young girl, 23, just took out of this world because she shared the food from the restaurant. So the food has a tray. It came in a tray, and the tray has logo. The bad people were able to trace, to connect the dots. Yeah, that's the food from this restaurant. That's the logo from this restaurant. And they went there. A targeted issue. When they took the girl down, they made sure they gave her 3 rounds of ush. At least. I saw that video. I said, God have mercy. If not for God on Korra Obidi's side, it would have been a different case. For those saying it wasn't acid, definitely it wasn't the kind of acid they have in Africa, the raw acid that disfigure people, but something was thrown on her face. And there was a knife shown after the attack. What if, I'm asking that question, what if Korra was not strong enough to fight the attacker? What if the person came with a gun? I don't know if people are thinking at all. The world is vicious out there. The world is a danger zone. And the internet is where most of these cray people are breeding without anybody knowing what is going on in their mind. So do not be a part of people fueling the internet against another person. Mr. Korra Obidi, aka Justin, said that was a stage thing, to promotional stunt or whatever he called it. That this wouldn't be the first time. Forgetting that if there is any answer to that, you should leave the British police to do the investigation and come out with the final result and tell people this is our finding, this is our official statement, this was this and this was not this. Coming when they for an active case is still under investigation, saying they were staged, that is a no-no, and that will continue to fuel people to go against this person, to hate Korra. I saw this story today. I said I want to bring it here to share with my audience. If you love Korra, this is the time for you to advise her. On no occasion, if you travel, do not come on the street where you are lodged to dance. Do not. It is a no-no. It is a complete no-no. Do not do that. This poor girl that was taken out today, she didn't know it was ever going to happen. She did not know it was ever going to happen. She simply went to eat, to have lunch. From having lunch, that was the end of it for her. And sharing the picture, which shows the location of the restaurant. And they went there. They took her out. It was a targeted attack. They came just for her. If you saw the video, you understand they came just for her to take her down. So when I say Korra Obidi God saved you, I mean every bit of it. After reading the girl's story, watching the video of how she was taken down, because there was a CCTV in the restaurant that captured everything. Those people came wearing dark clothes. I couldn't get to see anybody's face. Only God knows if they can actually be identified, if they can be traced, if they can be found. The story making round was that the lady was dating a married person that got into investigation. I think the drug lord or whatever is also in the past. So people should be careful. When I mean do not share your location, I've said it to on my live stream to Korra several times. Do not share. And when people are advising you about taking security, being more security conscious, do not go against them, because they are helping you. They are helping you. So what I'm saying here is, if you go anywhere, especially for Korra, she should be more security conscious. Coming to dance on the street, do not show anything that will trace you or trace it back to you. No landmark anything of landmark nature shouldn't be shown. Street name, street light, because people know their locations, people know where they are. And if you already have people hating on you, don't give them ample opportunity to come and get you. It doesn't sound right. It's not even smart. It's not smart. Hey, Treasure G's, thank you for joining me today. I just said let me come and do a quick live stream today based on what I saw on social media. It's not smart to share your location. It's not smart to come and say, yes, I just want to do a short dance for my fans. No. Most of the people following you are not your fans. Most of them. They're also your enemies, because they want to know whatever you're doing. They're looking for opportunity to get information from you and figure out what you're doing and how to take you down. So it's not everybody that come there to watch you is a fan. No. You might have 8 million followers, but I tell you, your real people that love you might just be 500. The rest of the followers, they don't really love you. And that is the more reason why you should be careful. Internet is like a dark web. A lot of people breed evil in their mind. They eat it, they drink it, they live with it, they memorize it. Everything their thought is doing is processing how to do this to somebody, how to do that to somebody, and nothing positive. And that is the more reason why when you're dining out, when you're dancing, when you travel, do not share your location. Remember, this lady did not share the name of the restaurant. She did not share the street where she entered to eat. She only took pictures of the food, and the food came in a tray. The tray has a logo that is on the tray. That was how they tracked her down. They tracked her down and they took her out of this world. Treasure Jesus is saying Korra won't be able to keep such secret. That precaution you are talking about will be hard for Korra, because her life is that of public. Yes, her life is a public thing. She goes live every now and then. She can still be doing all of those lives. So far, the location on her phone is not showing. She doesn't turn on location. So far, she's not showing landmarks on the street where she is. She's not showing the street name. She's not even her plate number Her plate number should also be, be covered. Some people do censor plate number using something to blur over it so you don't get it, because this is how they can track you. This is how they can track you. I'm not a celebrity. I'm just a content creator. But if I take pictures, I don't show the streets, where the street names or streets address, because I'm trying to protect myself. And even young children, most of them now, if they are doing videos, whether they are in school, they will use something to cover the school name, to cover the school logo, so you don't find them. It really takes you being extraordinary care, being intentional about your life, knowing that a lot of people out there might not mean well for you. It's not a difficult thing for anyone to figure out. So I still believe Korra can do it. I still believe she can do it. And for those of them going on social media asking for Korra's children's school, is anybody here on Facebook? Do any of you know Korra's children's school? We need to go there to do that. Can you imagine the question, the audacity for somebody has to be requesting for another person's child's school? Can you imagine the audacity? I don't know the country that person is. I don't know the location that person is. But sincerely speaking, those people should be investigated. If it means Korra reporting that particular account on Facebook, so that Facebook can pull it down. Some people need to be taught a lesson. You're not done with Korra. It's now the children. What business do you have with another person's child? Are you social services? Are you the government? Are you the father, the mother, grandparents? What is your place in those children's life to have the audacity to type on social media asking people to tell you the school name, so that you can come and now publish it all over social media? Are you actually thinking well for those children, or are you setting them up for grabs? People should be careful. I saw the young girl today and Korra came to my mind. I said, God really saved Korra, because it would have been the other way. It could have been a very terrible thing, but God saved her. She was able to fight off the attacker, and the person left. Nobody prays for evil to happen to another. But these days, people on the dark web, people on social media are planning and plotting. All they are doing is how to take Korra out of social media. They have turned Korra's father, Korra's siblings, that Korra's existence on social media is a big problem for them. And that's where they get it wrong. So guys, I just wanted to do a very short live today, bringing this information across. And if you're a lover of Korra, you should also reach out to her to let her know next time, please do not show this, do not show that. Let her, sing that, drum it to her ears, let it sing. It's very important. And with that, I want to thank all of you for joining me. Like I said, it's going to be a short one because of the new information I got today. Thank you guys for coming. And if you're coming for the first time, thank you for meeting me today. And if you're coming to watch this video as well, maybe the replay, thank you. Don't forget to share this video. Don't forget to like. Also, leave us your comment, what you think, in the comment section. And for the young lady that was taken out of this world because she shared a plate of food on social media, may God comfort her family at this hard time, because it's really tough. And let the young folks out there, let them learn. This is a learning curve for everybody. If you've been doing that in the past, learn from this, because not everybody that is saying, hey, hi, not all of them truly, truly love you. Not everybody that you're calling fans are truly fans. Some there are also enemies. They are there to monitor your movement and see how they can take you down. Don't fall victim. Let this video serve as an awareness for those doing it. Do not fall victim. Do not say you made a mistake. No. That's why we are making this kind of videos, to create an awareness for you to know what you ought to do and what you're not supposed to do. The world is so bitter. A lot of people are out there looking for way to pull someone down. And if you notice, Korra Obidi, she has a lot of people hating on her for no reason, because I can't really pinpoint reason why you should hate someone you don't know, someone you've never met, someone you have never seen. You don't have personal relationship with the person, just because another fellow is asking you to go against that person and you're sheepishly following that order, forgetting that God bless you with a brain and a mindset to think and process things before you act. But it is what it is. It is the world we found ourselves. So we have to figure out other measures to prevent this kind of things from happening. So if you're here to hear the story, it's about the former Miss Ecuadorial contestant. She contested for Miss Ecuador. I hope I called the name right. Is it Ecuador? Ecuador. I don't even know, but I hope you get what I'm saying. So she went to eat today at the restaurant. The thing didn't happen today, but the news came out today after investigation. She went to eat in a restaurant. She shared her plate of food on social media. 20 minutes after, they tracked her down to the restaurant and they took her out of this world. She's no longer here. It wasn't staged like Mr. Korra Obidi talked about Korra's attack in London, that it was staged. It was not a stage thing. This girl is no more, and she was only 23 years of age when they took her out of this world. The only thing, the only way they got her location was because she shared a plate of food on social media. With that, I'm going to thank all of you for watching, and those coming to do a replay, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to leave me your comment in the comment section. Until I see you in my next live, be well and be safe out there. The world is so deep. Be safe out there. Bye everyone.